Welcome back, hippies. I got another super awesome tutorial for you guys. I'm super excited about this one, but you know the drill. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so that way you don't miss anything that I do put out for you guys moving forward. So today is super special because I'll be doing my very first tutorial using my very first silicone mold, which is available on my Etsy. It features a beautiful woman with a pineapple just chilling in this triangle tray. So what we're going to do to start out is we're going to prep about 60 milliliters of resin. I have a little bit more than that because I did overmake, but you only need about 60. I'm pouring about maybe 10 milliliters or so over the etchings, and then I'm putting another about 10-15 milliliters in this little cup and setting that off to the side. I'm going to use my silicone brush. I'm just going to kind of push the resin into the etchings and everything, and that's just going to help make sure that there aren't any bubbles or anything that get trapped or anything, and then you're just going to spray that alcohol to further release it. That resin that you did set off to the side, go ahead and mix in most of the glitter. You just want to leave like a little bit behind in the cup, but mix most of it into that resin and then just go ahead and set it to the side. Now what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and start placing your pressed flowers. So I went ahead and got 4 flowers for each corner. They're randomized, so that way it's just like this kind of beautiful little flower garden that she's kind of sitting in. That's kind of the effect that I'm going for here, so that's what I'm trying to create. A lot of randomness with the flowers, just a lot of beauty. But what I'm doing is I'm just putting the resin on the front of the flower and then I'm pressing it down. That's going to help minimize the amount of bubbles that get trapped as you're placing your flowers and everything, because the bubbles are a bit inevitable, but you can do things to help decrease the amount that turn up overall. So that's what you see me doing here. So yeah, just go ahead and continue doing this. Now again, this mold is available in my Etsy shop along with mystery boxes that do feature all these items that I am working with right here. I put in the metallic butterflies, I put in the realistic butterflies, I put in the flowers, I put in glitter mixes, I put in a whole bunch of different little goodies for you guys. So basically all you would need to get started is just some resin. So make sure you do check that out and everything. I'm pretty sure you'll love all the boxes that I do have available. There's different themes that you can get with the mystery box, so that way you have a little bit more control over which direction you want to go with, you know, your pieces and everything. And of course, each mystery box that I send out will have my 3D charms, my rhinestone charms included in there. I have a lot of them that I send out in the mystery boxes that I do not have available, you know, to purchase, like, you know, in the packs like I do some of the others. So definitely make sure you check those out if you're interested. Alright, but what you see me doing here is I'm going to go ahead and place my charms inside the rim. I have 3 crown charms with rhinestones that I'm going to be placing in each corner face down. And then I'm just going to make sure that I have some resin, some clear resin on top of that. I'm going to do the same thing with my butterfly, add a nice layer to this. Now you do want to make sure you're careful with this, try to remove as many bubbles as you can, and then just press it down, get it in place how you want it, and then press from the center, because this is very easy for the bubbles to get trapped under, so you want to really pay special attention to that part. Now I'm going to add in a bit more of the clear resin just kind of over my flowers and the butterflies, just to help go ahead and seal that in a bit more. You're going to see me get the residue of the glitter mix that I was using earlier. Remember I said leave a little bit more in the cup. You're just going to pour that around the butterfly and everything and on top of it, just so that way it creates like a nice little mixture and everything. Get your cellophane that you pre-cut into the size that you need, and then just crumble it up a bit, and then you're going to see me gently place it on top. After I gently place it on top and have it placed where I want, I'm going to use my silicone brush that I was using previously and start from the start from the inside and then just brush your way outwards. And then that will help make sure that you get as many bubbles out as you can. Grab that glitter mix that we mixed up previously and set off to the side and just pour it into the middle of each side, and then pour the clear resin to help kind of meet, so that way the clear does remain where the crown charms are, and then just continue, you know, filling that in and everything using all the resin in there. As you're going along, you want to go ahead and take a toothpick and just try to start pressing little bubbles out as you see them pop up. Make little adjustments with the crown so that way you know you have them exactly where you want them and they set in place. You see me kind of going around the edge of the cellophane where the bubbles might get trapped at. I'm just kind of gently pushing any bubbles out that may be remaining outwards and kind of encouraging them to come this way. Come on, come on, come out, come out. So that's what I got going on here. I'm just going to continue doing that, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit, but I am also going to be, you know, kind of checking off camera as this cures as well to see what pops up along that edge and see what needs to get popped. So don't be afraid to come in, spray a little alcohol as needed if you see more bubbles form or feeling the need to push them out a bit. Just be very gentle because we are going to be coming in with another layer, so it's a-okay. Just make sure you check on it. Alright, so for this step, we are going to be doing the backing. So we're going to be making a nice black opaque backing. What you see me do is prepping that 80 milliliters of resin and pouring about half over into a cup. You know, you guys know I do this so that way it makes it just easier to stir everything in. I'm just mixing in that mica powder in a black color and getting it mixed in very, very well. And then I'm going to take my black alcohol opaque ink from Let's Resin. I got it off Amazon. I have it linked below for you guys, and I'm just going to mix that in as well, and that's going to make sure it's a nice deeper hue and make sure it's nice and opaque and it doesn't cause as many issues as the acrylic paint may cause as far as, like, you know, getting that mixed in. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in the remainder of that resin so that way, you know, I can turn all of it black. And then from here, I'm just going to mix it up really, really well and get that just poured right into the mold and everything in a nice even layer. Alright guys, it's time for the fun part. We get to go ahead and demold this. So you see me just pulling at the edges here and then it just pops right on out. It's nice and shiny and that outcome is so beautiful. Like, this is magnificent. So I'm just so honored to be able to give you guys these trays and everything. But yeah, so what we're going to be doing here is we're just going to be painting the etchings at this point. Now from here, these are some brushes that I got off Amazon, so I was just choosing which brush I wanted, and this is the one I went with. It has a nice little tip, but it's still kind of thick at the base. And I'm going to just dip that into this white acrylic paint, and I'm just going to use the tip of that thicker brush, and I'm going to paint the white paint into the etchings of the tray. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and paint that on in there. I really love how this tray turned out and everything. I was really inspired to do this tray because I just love how this girl is just really sitting here chilling with her pineapple. I feel like she is just really resting in her feminine and everything. And you know, the triangle is the strongest shape in nature. So that's why I went ahead and named this the Protect Black Women Tray, PBW. That's what that stands for, by the way. So I'm just like kind of sending that energy on out there and whatnot, because I just feel like it's a message that I'm very passionate about. So yeah, that's the reason for the tray, and that was the thought process behind it, and that was the inspiration behind it. And that's also why I went with all the little flowers and everything, and why she just has that little smirk. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you check it out on my Etsy. But what you see me here is I'm just going to continue to do the etchings and everything. Make sure I have the paint in there in a nice even coat, especially in that pineapple bun, since there's a lot of etchings in that area. And then I'm just going to allow this some time to completely dry. Alright, after this has had some time to dry, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a slightly damp rag, and then we're just going to spray that with some alcohol, and we're going to wipe away the excess. And then you'll see our little Chiquita come to life here, and she is absolutely beautiful. I love how, like I said, I really love how this tray turned out. If you love the artwork on this tray, make sure you do check out the link below. I have a little discount code for you as well. I have this site that I go to get different SVGs. It's designs by Amara. Like I said, I have it linked below for you, so that way you can have access. So if you're looking for any SVGs or cutouts or prints or things of that nature, she has a lot of pre-made ones that you can customize yourself and like kind of make it your own and whatnot, or you can leave as is, whatever it is, because they come beautifully. So definitely make sure you check her out. Her work is really, really dope, and I totally recommend. And like I said, I'll leave that linked below for you guys. That's Designs by Amara. Hey guys, so what we're going to do for this step is we're going to be filling in those little holes that I was pointing at earlier, just so that way we can make sure that no bubbles get trapped or anything like that. And then we're going to just pour a nice little layer over our etchings. From there, take your heat gun and blow that resin around. Make sure that you just have it in all the corners, all the spaces, and just all across here. And if you do have any excess, feel free to just pull that back out with the pipette and then put it back into your little cup and everything, because you don't want this to overflow the tray or anything like that. You still want it to be a tray, so just be mindful of that when you are removing the excess. And then once you do have like the amount you need, just make sure it's nice and even. You got the bubbles nice and removed, and you can go from there. Then we're going to allow that some time to cure. We're going to put it on an even surface. I just wanted to show you guys right quick. It's been maybe about 30 minutes since this has started curing and everything, and I've left it. I just kind of wanted to give an update, let you guys know Oh, this is just another project. That's another video I got coming for you guys soon. Y'all love my little can of bling tutorial, so I got another one coming. But yeah, so you want to pay attention to the etchings, because this one does have like a lot of free space in the etchings and her pineapple. So you want to make sure there aren't any bubbles coming up. Like you see that little micro bubble right there. Yeah, I hope y'all can see that. But basically what you want to do is you just kind of want to get in here with a toothpick. Kind of help break that up and everything. And then also if there's any like little free bubbles in the edges, you can go ahead and try to get those out. But you just kind of want to watch this as it cures and everything to make sure no little surprise micro bubbles try to pop up to the surface on you or anything like that. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. There we go, back in focus. That's all I want to show you guys, and I will catch you after this cures. Alright hippies, so here she is in all her glory, and she is absolutely stunning. Like, look at how she just glistens in the sunlight. I love how those crown charms look, all in the corners and everything, representing the queen that she is. I love how the flowers blend. I love how the glitter just kind of represents all the different colors of the flowers that I have mixed in here. I really like how metallic and reflective that butterfly is, and how beautiful and stunning she looks sitting upon it. I just really love how this tray turned out. I really love the triangle design as well, because I feel like there aren't like a lot of triangle design trays out there, so I really want to pop one out. If you love this as much as I do, hippies, make sure you leave me a thumbs up and leave me a beautiful comment. I love reading them and everything. Feedback is a gift, and I love hearing from you guys. So until next time, make sure you check out my Etsy, and I will catch you on the next video. XO. Mwah.